All it takes is one small candle, one small flickering, shining candle. That is all it takes to penetrate the dark. Lord Mayor, religious leaders, civic dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, all it takes is one small candle. Since the dawn of creation, mankind has responded to light and shied away from the dark. The third verse of the Bible, the oldest book in the universe, records God's words. Vayomer Elokim yehi or, vayehi or. God said, let there be light, and there was light. Ever since then, those who have heard that heavenly voice endeavor to bring light where there is darkness. Light brings joy, darkness brings fear. Light brings clarity, darkness obscurity. Light enables us to see, darkness makes us stumble. So one can understand why people use light as a metaphor for good and darkness to represent evil. Countless films tell the story of the battles between the forces of light and darkness. But in truth, there is no battle, because light has two simple attributes. That means it is always the winner. Firstly, light does not have to fight. It naturally pushes away darkness. Secondly, a little bit of light banishes a lot of darkness. One small candle in a huge hall can be seen everywhere, and the entire atmosphere is transformed. During the Holocaust, an evil nation was consumed with darkness, and the forces of evil did prevail. Then few were prepared to be the light in the darkness, and the results were the terrifying murder of millions. Other plagues of darkness have engulfed Cambodia, Rwanda, Bosnia, and Darfur. Nevertheless, at any given moment, every one of us can be a light in the darkness, in simple things, like knocking on the door of the elderly neighbor who is afraid to leave their house because of COVID, to see if they need shopping doing or a prescription to be collected. How about picking up a phone to a friend with whom you have lost touch to check if they are coping with lockdown? Perhaps social services are short of manpower and need some voluntary help when it is safe and legal to do so. These and countless others are examples of how you can bring light in the darkness. There is also a personal message. We sometimes face our own inner demons of darkness. The trick is not to wage war with oneself. That is to fight in the dark. Instead, look for opportunities to bring light to others, and your darkness will vanish on its own. It's not too hard, because light naturally pushes away the dark, and you don't have to do much. One small candle will banish a lot of darkness, then we will all have a brighter world. All it takes is one small candle, one small flickering, shining candle. That is all it takes to penetrate the dark. All it takes is one soft word, one soft, soothing, gentle word. That is all it takes to mend a broken heart. When we pour our hearts and minds together, 1,000 glowing candles burning bright, then we become a force that can't be measured, and together we can drive away the night. All it takes is one small tear, one small glistening, careless tear. That is all it takes to melt a heart of stone. All it takes is one bright smile, one sweet, caring, loving smile. That is all it really takes to know you're not alone. When we put our hearts and minds together, 1,000 glowing candles burning bright, then we become a force that can't be measured, and together we can drive away the night.